Good morning, children. Sai Ram, how are you all? Hope you all are in good health and you all are fit. So, today we'll start with your maths workbook, and in that we'll study chapter number 4. It is parts and wholes, and it is page number 25. I want all of you to open your book. That is page number 25 of your maths workbook. It is this word problems are there, and we will solve these word problems today. As I have already given PDF of these questions, so you are not required to copy it from here because I have already given the PDF. So you are just here, sit with your full concentration and understand how these questions are done. We will discuss one and every question we will discuss. So first question is, a jeans cost rupees 500. A shopkeeper gives a discount of 5 by 10 on the price. How much will Bob pay to buy the jeans? Okay, now the total cost is 500 and the discount means price will be cut down. He don't have to pay 500, some price will be less. Okay, so how much it will less, so we will find first of all that. Now you know the cost of the jeans is 500, total cost is 500, and it is said that 5 upon 10 discount is given. So 5 upon 10 of how much? Total rupees was 500. So we'll find 5 upon 10 of 500. 5 upon 10, if you will say, it is what? 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, half price is deducted. Yes or no? Half price is deducted from 500. So we can simply subtract 250. Half of this, half of 200, this half of 500 is 250. So how much Bob has to pay? He has to pay 250. Or you can do as I have done here. It is 5 upon 10 of 500. So 0 cuts by 0. What left? 5 and 50. 5 multiplied by 50 is 250. Means 250 amount will be less. So 500 minus 250. What's left? 250. So Bob has to pay 250 rupees for the pair of jeans. This was question number 1. Now question number 2. It is Mrs. Gupta buy 2 upon 5 meter and 3 whole 1 upon 5 meter of cloth for 2 dresses. If each of them cost rupees 95 per meter, what will be the total cost? Now Mrs. Gupta bought 2 cloth, 3 whole 2 upon 5 and 2 whole 1 upon 5 meter of cloth for 2 different dresses. Now each of it cost 95 per meter. Each of them is costing 95 per meter. So you have to find the total cost of the dress. Now we know, first of all, these are in mixed fraction, so we will convert them into improper fraction as we have done here. It is 3 1 2 upon 5. I'll zoom it. 3 2 upon 5. 3 whole 2 upon 5. So we'll convert into improper. How we will do? First multiply and then add. 3 multiplied by 5 is 15 and 15 plus 2 is 17. So 17 by 5. So what's coming? This is 17 by 5. So dress material for one dress is 17 upon 5. And what's the cost? 95. So we will multiply that by 95. 17 upon 5 multiplied by 95. We will get 323. Okay, we will cut 5 ones are 5, 5 19 times is 95, or 19 5s are 95, so it is 19 times. So 17 multiplied by 19, 323 is the cost of one dress. Now let's say the other dress. It is 2 1 upon 5, so 2 5s are 10, 10 plus 1 is 11, 11 upon 5, and when we will multiply that by 95, because cost of one dress is 95, that's why we are multiplying that by 95. So 11 by 5 multiplied by 95, again it goes by 19. So 19 multiply 11, it is 209. So we have to find the total amount. So we will add these two, 323 and 209. We will get the final answer as 532. Is it okay? Okay, this was question number 2. Now question number 3, it is Ketan and Swati took 15 minutes to reach school if they walked for 1 upon 5 of the time and went by bus for the remaining time. So it is said that they are taking total of 15 minutes, and out of these 15, 1 upon 5 of time, 1 upon 5 of 15 of that time they are walking, they are just walking, and the remaining they are traveling by bus. So you have to find that how much time they are traveling by bus. It is 50 minutes, not 15 minutes. Okay, now let's do it. As we know, the total times taken is 50 minutes, and out of this 50, 1 upon 5th they are traveling by foot, they are just walking. So 1 upon 5 of 50, of means multiply 50, we will get as 10. So 10 minutes they are walking. For 10 minutes they are walking, and what left as the total time was 50, and out of this 10 minutes they are walking, so remaining is by bus. So how what's left? So 50 minus 10 is 40. So what's left? 40. So 40 minutes they will move by bus. Now next question. A man traveled 57 and half kilometer in a day. A man is traveling 57 and half kilometer in a day. He covered 29 and half kilometer by car, and 21 complete 5 by 6 kilometer by a auto rickshaw, and remaining on foot. How much did he travel on foot? Now this also you have to do similarly. Now the total distance is 15 and half, 57 and half. So 57 and half is in mixed fraction. So first of all we'll convert that into improper fraction. Similarly, all these distances we will cover and this change these into improper first of all, then we'll solve. Now it is said that if he has to travel 57, let's suppose this is 57 and half. 57 and half, this whole distance is 57 and half. Now 29 and half, let's suppose 29 is here, he is covering by car, and next 21 and 5.6 by an auto rickshaw, and remaining whatever is remaining by the foot. Now you have to find the remaining portion. So for this what you have to do, you have to add these car and auto rickshaw together, distance covered by car and auto rickshaw together, and subtract from the total distance. Then you will get the remaining portion that he will walk by on foot. So let's try to do. First of all, we have to convert them into improper fraction. Mixed fractions were given, and we have to convert into improper fraction. Now 57 by, it is 57 1 by 2. Now just multiply them. What you will get, 57 multiplied by 2 is 114, and plus 1 is 115. So 115 by 2. This is means total distance. I'm converting that into improper fraction. Now similarly we'll cover the distance covered by car into improper fraction. We will get 78 by 3. Similarly by the auto rickshaw we will get 131 by 6. Now as I said, you have to add 78 by 3, that is the distance covered by car, and the distance covered by auto rickshaw, that is 131 by 6. We have to add them. Now here you can see the denominators are not same. One is 3 and one is 6. Now we will take LCM of 3 and 6. For this what we have to do? We have to take LCM of 3 and 6. What we will get? 6 we will get. Now after this what you have to do? You know 3, how many times is 6? 3, 2 times is 6. Yes or no? So we have to multiply 78 by 2. When we will multiply 78 by 2, what we will get? We will get 156. Then add, then we know 6. How many times is 6? 1 times is 6. So we will multiply 131 by 1. We will get 131. Then we will add them. We will get 287 by 6. Okay. So this is the total distance traveled by the auto rickshaw and car together. Now we will subtract this distance from the total distance. So what is the total distance? We know 115 is the total distance, and you have to subtract 286 from it. Now up in there 2 is there, and what is here? 6 is here. You can do it in two ways. First of all, you can divide 115 by 2, and whatever answer you will get, you will similarly you will divide 286 by 6, and whatever the answer will be, you will subtract these. Okay, other way is you can take the LCM of both the numbers, as I had done here. If you will take LCM of 2 and 6, you will get 6. Then 2, how many times is 6? 3 times. So we will multiply 115 by 3, you will get 345. Similarly this side, 6, how many times is 6? 1s are, so 286 subtract. So what will get? 59 by 6. So this is the total distance you will travel by foot. Now let's come to the next one. It is a test was given to a class of 42 students. Total is 42, and out of these total 5 upon 6 of the student pass the exam. 5 upon 6 pass the exam. You have to tell how many failed. Now you know that total are 42. Total students are 42, and out of these total 5 upon 6 pass. So means 5 upon 6 of 42. We are now calculating the past student. So of means multiplication, so I'll put multiply sign here. So 6 1s are 6, 6 7 times is 42. So 6 7s are, how many total are there? Okay, so now what left? 7 and 5, 7 5s are 35. So means 35 students are passed. 35 are passed, and total were how many? 42 were there, and 35 are passed. So how many are failed? Just subtract them, 7. So 7 students are failed in the test. So this was all about the problem solving assignment of this one, page number 25 of your maths workbook. Hope you all understood these questions well. Please try these again. Sai Ram.